Hello again everyone, Joanne with StampingintheValley.com and welcome to my craft room. I wanted to go over with you using our watercolor pencils and the Lovely as a Tree stamp set. You know the Lovely as a Tree is in our annual catalog and it is a great go-to for any season, Christmas, fall, now I'm doing it for spring. And then I use for this little note of thanks right here, with the thankful thoughts. I love this. This is a great go-to stamp set. It has a lot of nice sentiment on it. I'm also going to be featuring this on our shimmery white cardstock. It's a great way to watercolor. I want to go over with you before we start making this card that this is the last week of Sale-A-Bration. So if you want a free item from the catalog or the brochure, you need to order $50 in Stampin' Up! Product before the 31st. The 31st is the last day, March 31st, okay? And even if you use me as a demonstrator or have another demonstrator, I'm just telling you guys, this is it, okay? And these products are going to be gone. So I'm going to break away, and I'm going to go ahead and get this ready. And we're going to do this element right here. We'll talk about the card base and everything, but we're going to stamp and watercolor. Back in a minute. Okay, here we are back again. Let's talk about this card for just a moment and talk about our card base. I've used a thick Whisper White card base. This is the landscape type. Open it like that. The base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The Bermuda Bay first layer is 5 1/4 by 4. The basic black second layer is 5 by 3 3/4. And the shimmery white cardstock here that we've done our stamping and watercoloring on is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Now, because you can't immediately adhere this to your card because it gets a little crinkled up with the water, that's why I put this together and wanted you to see it finished, but we're just going to do the stamping on this right now. So as I said, we used the Lovely as a Tree, and I mounted it on my big block here. This is block E. And I'm going to get my basic black archival ink. This is what you like to use when you watercolor. Stays on is good also. I just happen to like the basic archival ink on the shimmery white. So I just inked this up real well, and I think you heard a pencil rolled on the floor, but we're going to try to go without it. I think we can. So I just have my paper nice and straight here, hopefully. You know me with the straight. And I'm just going to take this in the middle and press it down. Now I'm not photopolymer, I'm on the red rubber, so I'm just stamping directly onto my mat. I don't have my foam underneath. Let's see. That came out beautifully. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so now I'm just kind of try to let this dry a little bit. Okay, before I lay the color to it. Now, I was watching QVC the other day, and they were showing techniques on watercoloring with some other pencils. I thought I would try it with this, and I absolutely loved it. You don't have to worry about where you're putting the color, okay? I want to use I'm going to start with the Melon Mambo, and I'm going to go on the branches. There, like where there would be blossoms. Okay, darker some, lighter other. No rhyme or reason for anything. As you can see, I'm literally scribbling, guys, scribbling the pink, the Melon Mambo on the tree, okay? This amazed me. They had a craft thing on a Wednesday afternoon. I guess I was off while it was on, and I was watching it, and they were doing this, and I was just amazed. I was like, okay, if you can do it, we can do it with Stampin' Up! Anytime. Okay. Then I'm going to take Old Olive, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to go over the pink and then into the middle of the tree with the green. Not having any rhyme or reason for anything. Okay? Just blending both the colors, just like this. Where you don't have pink, add the green. It doesn't matter. I am literally scribbling, okay? Now I'm going to take an aqua painter. I'm going to squeeze off a little bit over here on a piece of paper that I have, making sure that my tip, even though it has some color to it, it is clear. It's where the water's running clear. And now I'm going to take it and I'm going to blend all of this. Look how cool that comes, guys. Look at that. How the colors run together and it gives you that washed out watercolor effect. I love it. And I kind of go outside the tree almost to give it like a halo. I love the blending of these colors. The watercolor pencils are in the Occasions catalog, which that will run until the end of May. Okay, so you have time for the watercolor pencils, but if you are going to order them, now's the time to get that free item with the Sale-A-Bration going away. So I want to go back to my old olive, and I'm going to come down here in the grass, just like this. Just coloring the lines that Stampin' Up! Is already provided for us. Isn't that easy? This reminds me of when the trees just blossom in the spring. I'm so ready for warm weather. It's warm here in Upper East Tennessee today. It's beautiful, actually. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, then I want to take my, what is this, early espresso, and I want to do this part of the tree. Okay, and then take your watercolor pencil, and I'm going to get my, or not watercolor pencil, your aqua painter, and I cleared it with my water, and then I'm just going to come down here just a little bit, giving it that washy look, just washed out. That is awesome. Now see how my paper is, it's going to curl a little bit. What I do now, because my water is basically dry, after I get my E-block, I've got to clean that. I get my E-block right here and I put it over top of it. And I let it dry the rest of the way flat, okay? Then, after that, look how cool that looks. Just looks like trees that have beautiful blossoms on it to me. Watercolor, all the way. Then, you can come in here with some yellow for the sun, right here. Okay, and then some, let's see, what is this? Pacific Point. I love Pacific Point. And I'm going to come in here with some Pacific Point for the sky. And again, just scribbling color down. No rhyme or reason. Taking your aqua painter, clearing it again, and then just coming back with this color and blending. Just let it fade into itself. So much fun. So much fun. Do you see how the blue is just giving it that washy watercolor effect? I love it. Just fun. Here we go. We're almost done. I just wanted to share a card with you today using the watercolor pencils. I'm really getting, I love to color here lately. And if I wanted to add more color, you could add more blue. If you wanted to wash it out a little bit more, you could add more water. You wanted to bring some blue down this way. Let's bring in Bermuda Bay now, just a lighter color. And let that just fade. It's almost like a blue-green Bermuda Bay is. Let that fade into our Pacific Point. You can't get it wrong, guys. Stampin' Up! Will not let you get it wrong. If I can do this, you guys can do this. But now see how it's curling? Doesn't that look great? And then you put a little sentiment down here, whether it be thank you, happy birthday, get well, whatever you want to do. But see how it curls like that? I will take my E-block and sit it over top of it and let it dry. I hope you've enjoyed this short video with me today. Thank you so much, all of my customers. I've been promoted to silver. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. We're soon to have the April free card kits. That video is coming, probably it's going to come up today. And thank you again so much for ordering from me. If you need any Stampin' Up! Products, please go to stampinginthevalley.com, click on the big blue button, and it'll take you to my online store. If you have any questions, just email me at joannemaddie@outlook.com. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great crafting day.